Hello everyone, my name is Andaru Putra. Nice to see you again in my mind mapping project video that previously are in a subject of corporate finance class. But for today, I'm gonna give you something different, something that gives you another point of view of how business happens across the whole world, and the subject name is global economy and international business. This subject was taught by one of the most respected and experienced in this field, which is Professor Roy Sembel and Mrs. Yulita Susanti. I think you're familiar with the name, right? Okay, so in a brief, global economy and international business is an interconnected system of economic activities that involve cross-border production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services across international borders, including trade, investment, and the exchange of the information and technology. So without further ado, let's move on to the mind map. Okay, so here is the mind map of global economy and international business subject. So without further ado, let's take the notes to the number one. It is the global economy. So the global economy, we talk about the three pillars of the new economy. And we also talk about the global economic turmoil, disruptions, and VUCA, which leads to Schrodinger's cat. At the three pillar of the new economy, we have the cost reduction, the better customer service, and the rise of the new economy. While it was taught us about the more and faster interaction and transactions, the globalizations and localizations, the unbundling and reassembling business organizations, the government, and financial instruments. And move on to the subject number two, which is global trade. We have tariff and quota, where we learn about the absolute advantage and versus the comparative advantage. And we also learn about the international trade and labor and environmental standards, which we are also learn about the international opportunities. Moving on to this subject number three, which is the international finance. So we also learn about the international finance management, where we learn about the international financial management task and international taxations. We also learn about the international monetary and the financial environment, where we learn about the international financial crisis, specifically about the subprime mortgage crisis. At the international monetary and financial environment, we learn about the exchange rate and systems, and also the four risks of international business, which is the cross-cultural risk, the commercial risk, the counter risk, and the currency and financial risk. Move on to the subject number four. So we have some class presentations dividing by the 5 groups of the event analysis on international business, which the topics are the trade war, the global pandemic, the digital era, and the green and climate issues, also the Russia and Ukraine war. Just my group. Moving to subject number 5, which is the international business. We learn about the globalizations, the difference in culture, and 4 levels of international business. The first one is domestic business, and the second one is international business. The third one is the multinational business, and the fourth one is the global business. Moving to subject number 6, we have the international strategy, when we learn about the global market opportunities and the strategy and organization of the international firm, which is the home replication, the multi-domestic, global, and transnational. With the subject number 7, which is the international business function. The first one is the marketing in global firms, which leads to standardizations and adaptations. And also about the HR management in the global firm, we also learn about the international labor. Okay guys, so that's all from me regarding of what had we learned at the subject. I hope it could encourage you to learn more about it as to your knowledge pursuing act. Okay, so at the end of this video, please allow me to thank the lecturer for the lessons about global economy and international business. I really like about the energy and the deepening throughout the course, and I also want to thank all of my classmates that are so supportive for one another and try to create a positive vibes around the class. Okay, so I'm wishing you well until our next encounter. My name is Andaru Putra, member of ENMOY Corp, signing out.